we got a phone call from one of the people at the school talking about how Chrissy had seemed to be upset during the camp out and had talked to her classmates about how depressed she felt and how sad she was.
She was so sad and so hollow, and I don't know that you would even be able to fathom that seeing her now. There was nothing there. There was... She'd just basically given up.
We gave him a cutoff point and said, by this date, you have to be employed and you have to pass a drug test. Otherwise, you're choosing to live someplace else. In this house, you need to work and you need to be drug-free. And when that date came, he just didn't even bother to take the drug test. He said, all right, well, I guess I'm out of here. And he had to leave.
And I'll never, ever forget that day. And we were all sobbing. He couldn't believe what he was hearing.
I thought he's going to hate me for the rest of his life. I cried more during that period of time than I ever have in my whole life. I did not think it was possible to cry anymore.
If I were to tell somebody some of the things that I experienced on a day-to-day basis, number one, they probably wouldn't believe me. They probably wouldn't believe some of the things that I would have to tell them. Some of the things I didn't believe.
I talk about it like collateral damage. Everybody gets affected. It's like if a bomb blows up next to you, you may not get blown up, but you are affected by it.
She tried to kill herself or came very close to that, and that's the lowest. That's the lowest. That started a period where I started to learn the suicide hotline number, and was a frequent caller, knew the number by heart. And that was the low point that I would say. She was already getting some professional help, but still just in this kind of a depth. And I would see her balled up on the bed for a whole day, and I couldn't rouse her. I couldn't help her out of it. And just very, very sad. Our children were very young, so I don't think that they were very conscious or aware of it. And I think that they were fine in those circumstances. I don't remember all the particulars, but that was all going okay. But for her herself, she just removed herself from the world, and I didn't see anything I could do to help